Mommy Tang. What's up, Tang Gang? Mommy Tang, where are your story time? I subscribed to you because of your story time. You never do them anymore. What is up with you? I am very confident when it comes to my recipes, okay? I know what I'm doing. I feel like I know what I'm doing, you know? I've been practicing this for a long time. I feel like I got it. I have no problem sharing it. When it comes to story time, I'm just like, I have no clue why you guys like me. I really don't understand that. You know, I'm just telling it is, and you guys like, ooh, you know? So they have a pressure on my shoulder. Oh, the pressure is so big because I'm just like, I mean, I want to tell stories, but there's a limit to how much I could say. You know, I have kids to protect. I have a husband to protect. I mean, think about that. I have a husband now. You even talk about my ex-boyfriends? You know what I mean? That makes sense. So anyways, but I do have a lot of stories that I could share, I guess, but not romance related, because I feel like when you guys want a story time, it's all about the romance, you know, like the first kiss and like, you know what I mean? But not all story is based on love. Well, love affair. Well, you know what I mean? Romance, I should say. Today, I'm going to be talking about bullies. I got bullied as a young girl. And while I do that, I'm going to eat something. Champagne mangoes! I have no idea why they call it champagne, but I think I know why. I think they call it champagne because it's almost once you know, champagne, you want to celebrate and you know about good things in life. This is how I feel. Maybe the person who named it was like, this shall be the champagne of mangoes because it's to celebrate. Maybe like that, maybe. Now, to give you a little warning before you stay with me, for those of you that don't know what mukbang is a eating show, okay? So basically, I do tell stories, but I also eat here, okay? And a lot of non-vegans eat chicken wings and, you know, ribs and stuff like that. Us vegan don't have any bones to suck on, you know, like. So basically this mango is our wings, mango wings. I call them mango wings. You'll see why. Let me just eat a couple pieces before I go on to the story, because some of you guys don't really care about my story. You guys just here just to see me eat, you know. How do you eat your mangoes? I have many ways to eat my mangoes, but today, this is the way I will eat my mango. Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually washed these mangoes really well, because I know I'll be like sucking on it and you know what I mean. Just the way you would eat your chicken wing, I guess. Mango wings. How can something so yellow taste so good like this? I don't understand. Here comes the mango wings. You know how when you eat chicken wings, some people like the wing part, some people like the drumstick part, I guess, the whatever. If this is the drumstick part, this is the wing part, you know. This is just an extra that just falls off on the plate. And I don't know how other people eat their mango. But this is the way I eat my mango. So So juicy. Not sour at all. It does get stuck in your, literally between your teeth, but it's okay. You know what they say about mangoes, right? Or any fruit, in fact. They say you eat till you're full. I don't know how many I have to eat to get full. We'll see today. This one I'm just gonna. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like so soft. It's like not eating banana. I don't know. It's soft, but it's juicy, but not juicy as in like apple juicy, but juicy as in like, I don't know. Somebody help me out. Some of you might be like, ooh, that's gross, mommy tang. I gave you a warning. Eating show. You eat, you know? Is there any other way to eat this mango? Is there a cleaner way? More sophisticated way? Do you think people who, who are very sophisticated, you know what I mean? You think they have different way of eating mango, maybe? They would spoon it out? Well, what about the bone? How would they eat this bone? They just trash it? I have no idea. I'm just showing you how different way you could eat this, I guess. If mangoes taste so good in the United States, I could only imagine how it would taste in Mexico, or it is a product of Mexico, or somewhere, you know what I mean, tropical, where you could just, when this tree, Mommy Tang, when are you gonna tell the story? Let me eat a little bit. All right, bully. I grew up in a wealthy family. My parents were wealthy in Korea. I was born in Korea. My parents, had money. And so we went to like a private school in Korea. You have to be really, I guess, you have to have money to go to private school. Like back in the day, like my elementary school was in Seoul, the center of Seoul. And the daughter of the president, Korean president, they went to my school. So we were taught as young, I guess young child, that we were special. They kind of teach you that you're special because you go to special school. I guess if you're born to a really special family and if you have a lot of money or something like that, I guess, you know, so, I'm sorry. So, yeah, me growing up in that kind of environment, you know what I mean? As a young child, I left Korea when I was 10-ish. So I thought I was very special. And I have 2 other sisters, one older, one younger, so that makes me a middle child, you know? And I had the middle child syndrome. I did. You know, I always was the black sheep of the family, always doing something different. I'm like the only vegan, you know what I mean, in my family. When I went vegan, they were like, why? You know, I'm the only YouTuber in front of the family. They're like, why? You know, I did a lot of things in my life that my family were like always saying, why? I have no clue why. I just did it, okay? So, growing up like that, I was a funny person. Even when I was younger, I remember making my friends laugh all the time. So it's like the way I make you guys laugh here sometimes. I always made my friends laugh. So I was kind of popular, I guess you could say, at school. You know. If you're always making your friends laugh, you become popular in school. My parents decided to move to Canada. So, you know, we were immigrants to Canada. Obviously, we had to go to school too, you know. So, I remember we came in the winter and we had to go to school in the middle. It wasn't like in September when we start school you go. It wasn't like that. I had to get into school in the middle of like school year. And even back then, they didn't have that many Asians in Toronto. I was from Toronto, so not many Koreans, just few. And I went to a special school again in Toronto. I went to a special art school where you had to audition to get in. And because my major was violin, I played violin for them and they were like, oh, protege, you're welcome. So they let us in the middle of school year. So I guess they made an announcement to the whole school that I'm saying, oh, you know, these 3 sisters, you know, we're all sisters. We all play music. And they're gonna come from Korea, you know, they don't speak English, so be nice to them. I guess that's what the teachers told them, you know. So the first day in Korea, okay, you were back, I don't know about now, okay, but back in the day, we wore uniforms to school Monday to Friday, but the private school kids don't wear uniform. Private kids don't have to wear uniform, you wear whatever you want. You know, the public school, it's like backwards here in the United States. Here, you know, public school, you just wear whatever you want. When you go to private school, you wear uniform, right? In Korea, it's the other way around. So, you know, in the morning when kids go to school and stuff like that, you see girls wearing uniform and stuff like that. It's kind of like, oh, you go to like, you know, in public school, I go to private school, I wear whatever I want. So we wear dresses to school, you know, like almost like you're going to church. You get our hair done. You know what I mean? Braided and, you know, like that. So, first day school in Canada, I decided to wear my best dress to school. It was green. Oh, it was very fluorescent. And it was like when you turn, the skirt would like make wings and stuff like that. And my hair, I remember I parted really really well in the middle, really well. Like it was like almost like not even one hair strand was like off. It was perfect. And then I combed it really tight and had it in a pigtail because that was in Korea. And then you have this huge barrette, like huge bow. And I wore this like, you know, like almost like a Sunday school shoes, you know what I mean? And I went to school. I go in there. They all look at me like I'm from Mars. I look at them just like, why are they all dressed like this? You know, they're wearing jeans, t-shirts. They have running shoes on. Boys, I understand, but girls were like that too. I was like, whoa. It's like a culture shock, you know? And then I realized I was the different one. I realized I was the weird one. That messed me up bad. I used to cry for years, you know? And the shocking story, let me just tell you a shocking story. For about 2 years, 10 to 12, I did not speak at school. They would ask me questions, I would just nod, do this. My friends thought that I can't speak. I don't talk. You know, that's how bad it was because I was so shocked. You know, and the main reason for that is it was this one boy. Oh, Korean boy. I don't think he remembers. You know, I really don't think he remembers. And it's funny because he might be even seeing it because we're kind of friends still, you know. But I remember he called me, "You're such a FOB." And I remember, you know, I can't respond back. Remember, I'm not talking. So I didn't say nothing, FOB. And then his friends were like, "What is that?" And he was like, "FOB, you know, fresh off the boat." Ha ha ha, like, you know, fresh off the boat, you know? And I knew from that moment what fresh off the boat was, and that was different. That I couldn't fit in. So anything they say, if like, you know, there's a group of people and they just kind of look my way and then they start talking, I automatically thought that they talked about me. You know, and I used to go home and cry to my mom saying, "I want to go back to Korea. I want to go back to Korea. I hate it here." I used to pack bags and wish, like, you know, we used to go to church. I used to pray. I was like, "Dear Lord, please send me back to Korea. Please, please." I was kind of crazy. And the funny thing is, kids kind of laugh with them. "Oh, fop, da da da," and they'd be like, "Ha ha." They wouldn't really directly say it, but they were laughing with them. That was hurtful. And then my teacher added it on top of that. He said, "Anytime you see Mommy Tang," you know, I have a name, but anytime you see Mommy Tang, I want you to go up to her and ask her a question so she learns English." Okay? So my friends, they're all 10-year-olds old, you know, 10 or 11-year-olds. I'll be just coming out of the bathroom, just doing my own business, coming out and stuff like that. And they'll come up to me and they're like, "Hey, Mommy Tang, how are you? Do you know who I am? What is my name?" And I wanted to punch the crap out of them inside. But, you know, like I said, I didn't talk, so I would just, you know, be really shy about it. And they'll be like, "Oh," and I hear that because I understand a little bit now English, you know? And they would say, "Oh, I don't think she could talk." Somebody would say that, or somebody would say like, "I don't think she understands you," you know? It was bad. It was really bad. Lunchtime. Everybody would bring peanut butter jelly sandwiches, you know, with apple and I don't know, like orange juice or something, or like a box drink, you know, in a brown bag, you know. My mom would pack me. Because in Korea, you get lunch at school. So there's no system, well, private school, remember, but they give you lunch. I don't even know how it works now, but back in the day, it was like that. When I came here, my mom didn't know how to pack lunch, especially can't pack me rice and kimchi. You know, nowadays you could, you know, sometimes Jaden's like, "I should take kimchi home," you know what I mean? Jaden tells me the seaweed cracker, everybody eats that. like at school. It's kind of weird, you know? When I was growing up, if you use chopstick out in the food court or something like that, they all stare at you, like they're using like some kind of weird tool, you know? My mom, you know, would pack me a sandwich, but she put lettuce and tomatoes and mayo and mustard and ketchup and some meat, and, you know what I mean, like a sandwich, and she'll pack it huge, you know, she'll cut it in half, she'll wrap it, whatever. By the time I go to school, it's all soggy, the bread is all soggy, and she will never give us in a brown bag, she will give us in like a plastic bag or something like that. And I hated everything. I was like, why am I always so different? I want to be like them. The struggle was real. So I start examining kids around me. This kid is popular, and this kid is popular because they do this, do that. So I decided, you know what? I gotta become popular. That's what I need to do. So I decided this in my brain, my little brain. So I worked my way up to hang around with these popular kid. And it was a really, almost like it was all meant to be, maybe. It was like a fluke. I don't know what happened, but there was like 6 girls that were really popular, like really popular. You know, like you talk to them and they you know, they let you become in your group and you're like it, you know, for the whole week kind of thing. They broke off. 6 of them. They broke off and they started bullying this one girl. And so she kind of like left the group, you know, but she used to be the leader of the head, but they decided to kick her off, you know what I mean? Bully her kind of thing. So when she took off, nobody was talking to her. So I decided to just talk to her. Like she was alone, I was alone. So we started becoming a little close, you know? And then she started liking me. I started liking her. So we started being friends, you know? People didn't get that, but I was like, you know, she doesn't bother me, she's nice to me. Started making friends. Now later, these 5 girls decided to be friends with this girl, have her back into the group. And when she went back, she brought me with her, you know? And all of a sudden, just one day, I just became really popular, you know? And from that point on, I kind of said, okay, You're learning about life, you know? And I went through a lot. Till now. But the reason I tell you the story, I don't want to link it to bullying or, you know, people get bullied, whatever. People that bully you, they don't know what they're doing. They don't. And you could tell them all you want. Say, don't bully them. They'll never stop because they don't know what they're doing. It's almost like you're talking to a wall. They don't know. But I have a message for the ones that get bullied. If you are an underdog, okay? Now, this could go with school. You could be underdog at work. You could be underdog with your spouse. You could be underdog with your parents or something, you know what I mean? Like always not getting your way, you're always stuck and you're always, you know? I've been there. My lifetime, I've been underdog many times in my lifetime. And I look back now, and if I were to give you an advice, because people do email me and say, Mommy Tang, can you please talk about this? Advice I have for you is there's nothing you could do except to endure that's coming to you. That's all you could do, you know? Endure it. Is that even, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, endure. There's nothing you could do. Those people that are bullying you, they're not going to stop, you know? Some people say, fight back. But you know, as an underdog, it's impossible to fight back, you know? The reason you're an underdog because you don't know how to fight back, you know? But if you endure for long enough, one day, it'll come. It'll come when there's all of a sudden a door will open. And then you'll see all of a sudden, okay? But then there's an important part here. There's very important that you need to know. When you get out, when you see the door and you got out and you're out, okay? Don't become like the one that bullied you for revenge. A lot of people do that. Let me give you an example. For example, you're a very, very fat person. Okay, you're very fat. So this girl at your school made fun of you all the time. You're fat, you're ugly. That'll make you feel like crap all the time. And you're like, so one day you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just prove her wrong. And you start working out, you start eating right, you do everything right. And you become gorgeous. You become like fit. Maybe better than the one that used to bully you, you know? That's how you kind of endure it, like by just working on yourself and refocus on something else instead of crying about it. That's, you know what I mean? I always tell you, work on yourself. That's like the best way to endure anything. Just look at yourself and make improvements about your life. That's when you could endure this. Because if you don't do that, then you'll fall, you know? So let's say you get there. So you have like this awesome body now, and everybody looking at you like, oh, you know, she used to be chubby. Like, really? She used to be chubby? Like, they don't even believe you that you're chubby. You used to be fat because you're so fit looking, you know? But when you get out and when you look at her and say like, do you remember me when I was fat? You used to make fun of me, bitch. You know, if you give her that kind of attitude, she might say, oh, I'm sorry. Most likely she won't. But other people around you will look at you and say, oh my gosh, because people don't know the story, what went on with you and her, you know? So people will look at you and they'll say, oh, she has a great body, but she has a nasty attitude. She's no good, you know? Then that just means that you become like her, the one that bullies you, but 100 times more. Because now you have power, because you already went through it, and now you're doing her revenge. You know, when she bullied you, she never went through the downs and ups and downs. She just bullied you, you know? So you have more power towards her when it comes to, I could kill you. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? If you do anything like that in life, you're not going to be happy, in my opinion. This is my opinion, but I don't think you'll be happy, you know? A lot of people, you know, the other day I was FaceTiming one of my friends. No idea that I was on YouTube doing this, you know? And I said, do you know I'm on YouTube doing mukbang? What? That's right. This person was amazed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they were like, you look amazing, girlfriend, you know? They were like, you look amazing. You have 4 kids, wow. They didn't even know, I guess. You look amazing, wow. That's it, that's a revenge already. You know what I mean? That I am out and I'm happy, that's a revenge. You don't need to go and like stab them back just because you got out. You know, that's just me. If you are getting bullied now, if you're underdog, just live through it, you know, and just, the longer you wait, the longer you endure this, when you get out, the happiness is going to be so much more worth than, you know, somebody that waited for 2 days, you know. If you waited for 10 years, you know, it's like this. Okay, this is a bad example, but I'm just going to give you an example. I don't even know if this is right, but let's say a mother, you know, Peppy goes to school, you know what I mean? And Peppy comes home after school. You know, you're gonna greet her and say, oh, hi, I love you, how was your school, da, da, da. You know what I mean? But let's say Peppy was lost. Let's say you took her somewhere and she was lost. And you're looking for her. You're going crazy, you know? And then she comes home to you after a year later. How would you feel towards this baby? You're gonna be like, oh my God. You know, can you just imagine? I mean, all the time that you endure this pain, ups and downs, when you see your baby after a year later, you're just gonna burst with all these emotions. Same thing with this bully thing. You know, if somebody bullies for a day or something like that, you're like, you know, move on. If you endure for a really, really long time, after, when you open that door, when you get out, the light you see will be amazing. So what I want to tell you guys is, don't think that just because you're in it for like 5 years or 6 years, don't think that this is going to be forever. Nothing is forever. Nothing. All those people that bully you, they'll get sick, they'll die. Oh gosh, not that I'm like, telling them to die or anything like that, but you know what I mean. Only you can make you. And while you're down, work on yourself. That's the best time to work on yourself, is when you're down, you know? You know, personally, let's say, you know how sometimes people get injured doing sports? They hurt their spine or something like that, and they can't walk, you know? And then they go to therapy, then they teach you how to walk again and stand again. You know, those people, they work so hard just so you could walk and whatever. But by the time that person starts running or something like, they're gonna appreciate everything in life. Everything, just little things. They're gonna appreciate. You will be like that. Trust me. And this is why some of the celebrities out there, you hear their story that they were bullied as a child. Like, I heard that Madonna was really bullied too. Like, really. I could be totally wrong. But everybody knows Madonna now. Who doesn't know Madonna? You go to Korea, you don't speak Korean. You go, no, Madonna? And they'll say, oh, Madonna. They understand Madonna, you know? Guys, I love you guys, okay? I care for you guys. I really do. From deep inside, I really care for a lot of you guys. And, you know, it's nice to talk about funny stories and stuff like that, but sometimes these talks are very important, I think, because we make connection, you know? I don't even know if this was a story time. I just said a story time, but I mean, it's a story.
Mom, can I have tomato too? Yay, can I have tomato pie though?
Who? Embu? Embu likes the wings too. You like the chicken wings or chicken legs? I mean, mango. Did I say chicken? Oh wait, this is a bad one. I'll give you a bad one. Let me ask you. This, Embu.
I want something. Mama!
Yeah, look, Embu. This is mango legs and this is mango wings. Which one would you like? Mango wings or mango legs?
Mango legs.
Mango legs?
No, mango.
Mango wings, right?
This side.
Oh, you want the mango legs? Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I love these. Mom, now take this.
Okay.
No, pig. Or do you want to scoop it out?
Yeah.
I'll do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna scoop it out. Now I'll do it.
You know what happens when the little Tang gang come here, right? Just means it's time to go.
I did it.
Guys,
I ate the bed for an accident.
I can't promise you, but honestly, you know, if you feel you're so trapped, you don't know where to go, just email me. Type me your story. I'll open it one day. Maybe it'll take me like a month or something and I'm lazy, you know. Sometimes just getting it out helps you.
Let's finish.
Like 10 minutes? Oh, what is this? It's a waste of good mango.
Can I see it?
I'll just eat it. I couldn't do that before. Eat something that my kids were eating before. I couldn't do that before, you know? That was gross. I never did that with Kayla or Jaden, but with Pepita, I could pretty much eat everything. I think I could probably eat her poop if I have to.
Mom, I make a deal. I I want this different one.
Mommy.
I don't like the pie.
I think we should have more fold and open that.
I almost cut myself.
That's what I feel like.
Mommy,
Yes?
can you try that for me?
Sure.
Mom, I'm gonna
I know some of you guys look at my jewelries and stuff like that and my makeup and stuff. But people comment and they're like, Mommy Tang, where'd you get that? Mommy Tang, one of those, you know?
Mom, I have a question. You know that answer it.
I got this at Forever 21, I think. For like $3.99 or something like that. CVS. Came like in
Flamingo.
like 6 or 7 rings.
Flamingo. I want more mango.
$4.99 or something like that.
I want some more mango.
My earrings for Walmart
I want some more mango.
for like, I don't know, $3.99.
I'm some more. I'm some more. I'll pick that one.
No, that's true.
Hmm.
That's true.
This one's bad. Pepita.
I just know if you build that fence every day in uniform.
What?
Oh, I know about
Here, Pepita.
Up.
It's about you build that fence every day in uniform.
Help.
That's good to do.
How many mango did I eat? I don't know. When I do editing, I'll know. But, but anyways, I'm full now. So I'm gonna stop now.
I'm not full.
So, remember what I said, guys, okay? Just wait for the end of the tunnel. Just wait for the light. You could make it. We could all make it. We'll make it, you know? Mommy Tang, are you at the end of the tunnel? Believe it or not, I'm still in the tunnel with you guys. I'll see you later.